All right, we're good.
We should move to Ukraine, start helping them fight.
No.
Why not, Jimmy? Come on.
I mean, I'm real close to just being like, fuck it, why not?
Why not, right?
I mean, Ukraine, US, same thing, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
At this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Didn't they just, didn't something just happen to Russia?
Yeah.
But the Ukraine is like, we didn't do nothing.
It did. Something did just happen.
Well, I think it's time you, Sorry,
nope, that's my bad.
I think it's time you pour me some liquor and give me some bad news.
I'm so fucking ready for this. So ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mostly Peaceful. I'm Rob.
I'm Jimmy.
And we are definitely going to talk about this shit.
Okay.
Like, this is some wild shit today.
Is it what I was talking about?
Yeah. Russia.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Russia. We're going to talk about the border too, because man alive.
Yeah.
That shit is insane.
Yep.
What do you want to start with, buddy?
Oh, I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do.
Oh, we're going to flip a coin? Or are you going blind test?
I'm going blind.
Okay.
You just give me what you want to give me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I promise I won't look.
Okay.
Because for myself,
you got to know. You got to know.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So
I
want you to do this. We're going to do a blind taste test here, and I think what I want you to do is just do a full 360.
Turn around
while I pour this. Yeah,
right,
turn fuck around.
All right.
Yeah, this is awesome film, like complete and total dead silence.
Hey.
No, it's because you can't talk and I'm not talking. I'm busy pouring.
Real quick, do me a favor though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look, but listen to me. Move the bottles because I know you just opened the E.H. Taylor.
Yeah.
It's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see any liquid out of it, I'm gonna know which one's which. And it's not that I'm trying. I'm gonna see it on accident and I'm gonna be like, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So put the
bottles.
All right,
so you're good.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good?
Yeah, you can absolutely turn around.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. I started thinking, I'm like, man, I'm gonna glance over there and I'm gonna see.
Mm-hmm. Now the reality of it is I should have poured you both.
Right.
I should have poured you both, but
right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sit here without a drink. And you're gonna try both of those.
Oh, so this is both of them.
Yeah, you don't know which one's which.
Oh, so you want to do it like that?
Yeah, that's how I want to do this.
Okay.
I mean, that's a logical way to do it, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of think I might know which one's which. I have an idea already in my head of which one's which.
Okay.
We'll get there though.
Yeah. So fun. Last 2 weeks in the news and all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world. We're inching closer and closer to World War III or Civil War. I'm not real sure which one yet. Probably both.
Yeah, both at the same time. That's how you got to do it.
Which, in all reality, it matters none which one comes first, because it's all shit no matter what.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that a stout one?
I got a
little buzzy buzz.
I got a little punch in the chest.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I kind of wasn't ready for that. That's not your average Connecticut.
All right. I might go for one of those Maduros later.
I
don't know if you can say that.
I'm scared of it now.
Yeah. So where are the other two glasses?
Want them?
Yeah, because I think maybe we'll do this with me afterwards, because I'd like to see if I can tell the difference. Yeah. So we're off to a great start here on Mostly Peaceful. This is fun. We're whole ass unprepared. We don't know how to segue. We don't know how to. We're amateurs. We don't know how to podcast. We barely get this done. With that said, I think it's a fun and fantastic show. Super exciting, you know. Holy Jesus.
Unscripted.
I'll take this.
I feel like now I should pour yours. And then we can drink together.
Absolutely.
Okay. That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
What doesn't make sense is me sitting here with two big ass glasses of.
No, I know. It's got styrofoam and shit in it from the packing.
Two big ass glasses of 100 and X amount a bottle whiskeys to myself.
Right. So now I'm going to turn around after
You're
we beat
gonna
the
turn
table
on.
to shit.
Yep.
And we're going to do this.
All right. You know what's crazy though?
No, what? Sorry.
How are you going to know which one's which?
How am I going to know what?
No, how do we know? Like we're supposed to mark the glasses or something, right? Like,
oh, I know which one's which in your glasses.
Okay. I'm going to keep my glasses how they were.
Mm-hmm. Pour one of them slightly more. That's the easiest way, right?
I'm going
to. This is ridiculous.
It is.
But I don't think there's another way to do this, right?
I don't think there is either. Actually, we should have had like my wife here to pour them for us, and then neither of us would fucking know.
Agreed.
Shit. I'm gonna put those back because
now it doesn't matter.
Now it doesn't fucking matter because I wouldn't know since they're both open. Okay. All right. You're good.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Honestly, I think I already know.
I think I do too.
Because of the color.
Of course.
I could tell from the color.
It's very distinctive.
Yeah, they're very different color. They're close, but they're different.
Yeah. So before you do that, sip one, sip the other, see where we land.
Yeah, for sure. Should we do this with vodka next time since the whole Russian?
Quite possibly, yes.
What do they drink in Ukraine? Is it vodka as well?
I don't know.
They're fucking potato vodka.
I thought you were going to say something about potatoes and people that grow potatoes. I was like, you better calm that shit right now. All right, so let's do this.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we're going with the right glass on my side first.
And the left on mine.
Smooth. Delicious. Did we give it time to breathe? I feel like we did. Probably not.
That's so good, though.
It is. Now we try this one.
So similar. They are very similar.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
This is a weird one, right? And I think someone might have a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna outwardly, like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say my picks. Ready?
Yep.
All right. So this is Blantons.
Okay.
This is EH.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And we both know this.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the glasses, you can clearly see that the darker of the two.
Yeah.
That's the EH Taylor.
Yeah, the darker one is the EH.
The lighter colored one is the Blantons. Like we knew that based on just color. Now, if we dive deep into this, you can talk about all the tasting notes and the nose notes and the this and that. But I think the simplest, in the simplest of terms, I think Richard might be right about this.
I think so too.
And I say this because even at 100 proof, the EH Taylor is smoother,
more flavorful.
It's more mellow.
More
it's
oily.
Oh yeah,
it's like Blantons up a notch.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is.
Like when I smell them, they're both very similar.
Yep.
But I got to give it to Rich that
he knows what he's talking about.
So if you drink Blantons by itself, and then 2 weeks later you drink EH Taylor by itself, you're going to get these two different things.
And you're going to remember the Blantons. And you're going to think, man, that was a really good one.
Well, even the EH Taylor, I was still very much like, it's good, but how much better? Like, is it worth the price? Is it how I feel about Blantons?
Correct.
And that's where we were like, how much of this is in our head? How much of this is just something that we built up? So let's try it. Let's see, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to Richard about that. So it's actually really fucking crazy you brought these and that we're doing this now, because I legit just talked to him about this shit.
And he said the same thing to me last week. And I was like, you know what? I think we ought to give that a good go.
I wish right now I still had some Eagle Rare.
Yes. Now there is one thing that I my wife was like, you should take this with you and you guys try it.
And what was it?
And this is so my wife and I we like I said, every now and then she'll have a glass of bourbon with me because she can't really drink.
Right.
To the point where like she's so low in her alcohol tolerance at this point, one glass is like enough.
Yeah.
Like that's over the top for her. I went to the store and I was like, I want to try something with my wife, because we had never done that. You and I have always tried these things. I've never sat down with my wife and actually tried something different. And we've been, you and I have been branching out from like, and I say you and I bring you stuff outside of Kentucky.
Yeah.
I bring you the Texas and I bring you the Tennessee, and we tried the outside of Kentucky stuff. I have been very apprehensive of New York and California.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you're saying is Democrats can't make whiskey. I don't really trust them to make whiskey.
No. They might be able to make whiskey. They can't make bourbon.
Right.
So there's a brand.
They're better at making Molotov cocktails.
Or wine. Like the pussies they are.
Or Molotov cocktails.
True. I mean, how hard is that? Grain alcohol and a rag. I'm not telling anybody to do this,
I'm just saying.
So in the grand scheme of things, like I was searching for something that her and I could try that you and I had never tried. It was just out of the norm.
Yeah, for sure.
And I come across this brand called Ammunition.
Okay.
Fucking spot on with the branding, right? So they use a thin wood grain label. And I mean, it's wood, right? And they like burn stamp and paint, like paint stamp it.
Yep.
The whole label in, right?
Right.
So it's a brown, whatever, wood label. And I mean, it's thick. It's thick to the sense that it's not paper, right?
Right.
It's wood. Red lettering on it. They have a red and a blue. I think one's a rye, one's a bourbon. So I pick up the bourbon and I'm like, we'll try it. Looks pretty patriotic. I'm down with it, right? We get home. I get it home and I surprise the wife and I'm like, we're going to try this. I think it'll be fun. And the both of us were like I opened this bottle and we did the, just let it sit. Just let it sit for a bit.
Yeah.
See how it breathes out and get the ethanol off the top.
Yeah.
right off the bat, it was way too spicy to be 92 proof, right?
Yeah.
Like, give me 100 and I'll go, okay, this is proper spice, right?
Right.
But even now with E.H. Taylor, like I can't go, I want the spice because it's 100 proof. No, I expect mellow and smooth even at 100 proof. If they can do it, you can fucking do it.
Right.
This is a $30 bottle, right? What are we looking for?
I was just
Oh,
I wanted to see if they had like an age statement. How old is the small batch? Like how long do they age it? There's some years on that sucker, man. Gotta be. I don't even know what the
I would say it's bare minimum 6 years.
I'm sorry, man. You can go ahead. I was just trying to see if it had like on, all Scotch.
I don't know. I'll have to look that up because even at 100 proof,
I'm gonna look it up.
like that's telling me that that's like straight from one barrel.
Yeah.
But this is a small batch, so it's a couple barrels. Anyways, so I'm in this thing. We sit down and we try this, and it's spicy. Right up front, it's spicy. You don't get much other than ethanol, even after letting it sit for 5 or so minutes. There's a light smell of like maybe a little bit of caramel or like marshmallow, like both.
Okay.
But
don't be pretentious.
I'm trying not to because like honestly, like
wow, 4
years.
4 years.
So 2 over the limit.
That's
2 over the bare minimum.
It's really impressive, though.
It is impressive for as smooth as it is.
What the fuck they're doing in 4 years.
Oh no, no, buddy. That's a minimum of 4 years.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's a minimum of 4 years.
Asian Noon Chard, yeah. Okay.
So it could be upwards of 10.
The single barrel. What is that? Small batch?
This is small batch. The single barrel looks like 11 years and 7 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So the small batch. Right. Go back up. Small batch. Okay, no, that's taste. You got to look for the small batch age.
Typically aged anywhere 7 to 8 years.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good.
That made more sense.
That's a good.
I'm like, man, 4 years. That's impressive. These motherfuckers are really they're bourbon.
They got the science, right? Yeah. No, that's a good median, right?
Yeah.
7 to 8 years. That's a good median. 11 years. Like for a single barrel, that's I think that's perfect.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to get a bottle of single barrel. It's looking a little more expensive than I like.
Yeah.
But you expect to pay more for the single barrel than you do a small batch.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, $200.
Oh, for the single barrel, yeah, for sure. It's definitely $200.
Yeah.
And I don't even think you can come down on that.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna cost more. It's probably going to cost more if you find it local.
Locally,
like
it is
our
$200.
local guy.
No, locally it is $200.
Is it 200? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gee.
So back to this ammunition bourbon. It's made. So the bourbon is made in Illinois, which already pisses me off. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. What are you doing?
Ammunition's illegal in Illinois, just so you know. Yeah,
you guys just hanging out in Chicago, branding a bourbon ammunition, knowing that you can't do any of that there. That's brilliant. You guys are fucking killing it already, right off the bat, right? But then it is taken from Illinois to Sonoma, California, to be finished off in port. I
knew you were going to say that.
In
sherry casks?
No, not sherry casks. Was it Chardonnay? I think it was Chardonnay.
Okay.
I think. Mm-hmm. Maybe we ought to look that up to be a little more specific. I was not allowed an iPad today, so.
Oh, no, that's my bad, man.
No, you're fine. You're fine. What the fuck was the name of it? Ammunition.
Dude.
Bourbon.
Richard.
He knows what he's talking about, dude. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, but you know what's? You remember Richard who was like, I don't know, man.
Cabernet Sauvignon. I can't say that word.
Yeah, don't even try. It's
Sauvignon. I don't know.
Cabernet, man.
Cabernet. It's Cabernet
aged
Sauvignon.
It's aged in the cabinet.
Cabinet aged. Yeah. So they finish it in Cabernet bottles or Cabernet casks.
Yeah.
Which already, like, when you talk about pretentiousness, like that to me is like, oh, little faggy California shit, huh? We make wine over here. Bring some bourbon. We'll do some stuffs. No, don't do that.
No,
I get the port and I get the sherry.
Yeah,
because
I don't know
the
about
sherry,
the Cabernet.
you get the sweet and you get like more fruity from it.
Well,
the port, you get more of a drier, I say chocolatier, but chocolatier flavors from it.
Yeah.
Because the ports are dry. The sherry is like it's a more wet. I don't know what the word is for that. It's sweeter, whatever. But
I don't know how to say it without being a pretentious asshole
or gay. Yeah.
But I do appreciate the point of doing it because this is how we get like Bourbon County Stout.
Yeah.
Where the beer guy's going, I wonder what would happen if we put this shit in one of those barrels.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
exactly.
I'm like, I can't even be mad at them.
Like, this is where I want Goose Island to be like, hey, can we get your barrels? Can we get a few of these?
Dude,
like
what?
Like 10
imagine
or 12?
if they came with that one of these years.
Well, my understanding is that they actually do buy Blantons barrels or at least Buffalo Trace.
Probably
they're getting their barrels from Sazerac.
I would imagine so.
I'm pretty sure
it makes the most sense.
Yeah,
because
I don't know how many times you can age a beer in a bourbon barrel before it's more or less wasted.
Yeah,
but then you turn around and you go to a whiskey company, not a bourbon company, a whiskey company, and you sell that barrel back and get them to put a whiskey in it and see where you go with it.
Hell,
Jameson
I've seen them. CBS, where they did a maple syrup company. Bought the barrels from a bourbon company, aged their maple syrup in the bourbon barrel.
Yes.
Then Founders took their breakfast out and aged it in the barrel with the maple syrup and bourbon infused.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Made the Canadian
man.
breakfast.
And I'm like, dude.
You brilliant motherfuckers.
Exactly. This is one of the best beers I ever tasted.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the KBS too.
Yes.
KBS is a solid beer.
But when you do the wine thing, I don't know. I'm not a wine guy.
Nor am I.
So
no.
I know like dry wine, red, and there's
what I know about wine.
White wine.
White Zinfandel gets me whole ass fucked up. So bring it. I don't give a fuck. I don't like dry wines. I can tell you that. That's gross.
I kind of do like dry wines. And I don't know why. It's probably one of the reasons why I like Scotch. I'm just fucking off.
It's your dry personality.
It's probably that. I'm like, I like dry, salty, weird shit.
No, I never found. You know what I found dry wines to be? I don't know, fucking dry, and that confused me. Right? Like, to take a wet drink,
describe it as dry,
and then realize that your mouth just went like chalk. And I know that sounds weird, but that's the only description that I can give you for it because it, like, for all intents and purpose, dried up your entire saliva, like your saliva glands. They were like, these don't work anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's gross.
I wonder what does that too.
I don't know.
Like what in the wine?
Something to do with the grapes. It's a type of grapes. Like muscadine wine, for what it's worth, is typically a dry wine, and it's gross. Muscadine wine is disgusting unless you put flavor to it, like orange or watermelon or
I was on a wine kick for a minute,
pineapple.
And I can't remember the type of fucking wine it is for the life of me.
One of my buddies made some pineapple wine one year.
Oh shit!
He listens. He knows who I'm talking about. Made some pineapple wine in a 5-gallon bucket one year.
Oh shit!
And your homeboy right here,
toilet hooch, man,
was straight up screaming at the bushes. Screaming at the bushes, God. My guy. Like, I was in the woods going, rah! And everybody at this party's like, the fuck is wrong with Rob? This is a 5-acre property. I was at least 3 acres away.
Riesling. That's what I was looking for.
Dude, that's gross. That's like candied. alcohol.
Man, I drank that shit forever. The only problem is so sweet. It's so sweet, but I like the whatever the flavor is, man. It's a white grape.
While you were drinking it, did you
It's
ever
just
find
too
men
sweet.
attractive?
That's why. Look, it's dry wine,
Uh-huh.
semi-sweet,
Mhm.
sweet.
Mhm.
No, I did not.
No,
I
you
was
sure?
actually married and
Are you sure?
pretty sure.
I feel like you were like,
I mean,
this
I
is
was
so
drunk
good.
on
This is so
Riesling.
good.
so-
But a penis would be cool too.
Did you garnish your glass with a penis?
No, but like back to this with the bourbon, like this is, yeah, E.H. Taylor for the win, 100%. Not that Blanton's,
Nah, drinking two of the best fucking bourbons
Yeah.
you can get.
not that Blanton's has its, like, there's no downfall here.
Fuck no.
Like, this is really good. This is really good.
yeah.
This one's a little more, it got a little more of a bite,
Mhm.
which I appreciate that. Like, that's actually really good.
Funny enough,
I'm still drinking this first.
I barely get it. I barely get the bite though. After
Out of the Blantons?
no, out of the E.H. Taylor.
There's no bite to the E.H. Taylor. That's what I'm
No.
getting at.
Yeah.
The Blantons has the bite.
And the Blantons is a lower proof.
Mhm. Which questions their aging process, because the older it gets, the smoother it gets, right?
Mhm. A fucking Blantons is good though.
It
man.
is good. It is good. It burns the tongue nicely.
There's more to this. More to the E.H. Taylor.
There's like
It's-
depth to it.
It's yes.
Yeah.
More flavor.
Yeah.
Oil.
Yeah.
It seems dense. Like when you
It's
sip
definitely
on it,
more
it's-
dense.
it-
Yeah. Like
right.
this, for all intents and purposes, is a
Wow.
is a lower, it's a watered down version of
Right.
E.H. Taylor, right? Like that's what I can give you.
That really kind of blows my mind too, man.
Yeah.
Like I've drank Buffalo and Blanton's side by side.
Yeah.
Blanton's hands down is the better whiskey. Buffalo Trace is amazing. I love that shit.
Yeah.
But Blanton's hands down, like you can taste them and just it's fucking Blanton's, right?
Of course.
E.H. Taylor just kind of changed up the
It did.
perception that I had.
It did. So you're like now I've got a story
Yeah.
for you. And I told you I was saving this for when we did this because it needs to be told. The Whiskey Whisperer called me yesterday
Okay.
early on in the morning. He's been car shopping the last couple weeks. And he was originally he was headed down to West Palm today to purchase a new Honda, whatever the fuck it was he was buying.
Mhm.
He's a small car guy. Like he
Okay.
doesn't want a big vehicle. He doesn't want
Mhm.
anything gaudy or anything. He's just small car, get me around.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Mhm.
For all intents and purposes, he was driving a Kia Soul for the last 3-4 years.
Mhm.
So he's car shopping and he calls me up a couple 4 or 5 days ago and he's like, hey, or maybe no, he came by the house last weekend and he's like, hey, you got plans next weekend? So I gotta record.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing this. He's like, fuck. He's like, I gotta go to West Palm and I need someone to ride with me to, get me back.
Yeah.
Because he's essentially taking his car down there, buying a new car, and then
Bringing it back.
bringing both of them back.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess what happened was the company, the dealership that he was going through, I guess ended up selling the car out from under him, like ahead of the time. Like they were just in a hurry to sell a car, was what it seems like. So he like switches gears, starts looking elsewhere again,
Mhm.
finds a nice little Mazda hatchback,
Okay.
fucking 2023, brand spanking new.
Yeah.
I think it had 5,000 miles on it. Now and I'm going to divulge a little bit of information of his that I don't, you know what? He's one of my best friends. He is my best friend. I've known him for fucking 30 years almost.
Damn.
I don't care if he fucking gets mad. He can get mad at me. Oh, you throwing my cigar around?
Yeah, party
That's
foul.
fine. So he makes a good amount of money, relatively, and he's gotten himself into crypto trading and development with game apps and all sorts of stuff. So he's invested in a lot.
Yeah.
And he makes a damn good return on it.
Right.
For what it's worth. He finds this little Mazda up there in West End. Is it West End? West Side
Connection?
Mazda? No, it's somewhere in Tampa, right? He finds it in Tampa. So he calls me yesterday and he goes, "Hey, I need some help getting up to getting back from Tampa tomorrow or tonight. Can you give me a hand?" I was like, "Yeah, that's not a problem. Let me clear it with the wife. We'll go." And the wife hated it. She doesn't like being away from me. We really typically don't do things apart.
Yeah.
But she was gracious and she was like, "Yeah, go do it. Fucking get it done." So we go up there and he's like, "I'll take you to dinner afterwards,
Yeah.
We'll go have a nice steak and some Blantons." And this is where all this ties in. We go up there and it's a 2-hour drive. Forward and backward. It's 2 hours, no matter what. We get up there and we walk into this Mazda dealership. And I mean, like, these guys are walking around like they sell Lamborghinis. Like, straight up. Like, I already knew that this whole ass pretentious building was just bullshit. Like, from the get-go, is bullshit.
Yeah. I hate
that. Greg had 2 calls, like, from them confirming that he was on his way, right?
Yeah.
And each time he was like, "Yeah, listen, I have a check. Make sure you have all the paperwork done. I come in, I sign. Vamoose. We're done."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I hear this guy the second time, he goes, "Okay, I'll see you when you get here. We'll wait." Not confirming that we're going to have the paperwork done, but we'll wait for you to get here. And I'm like, this is already fucked up. So we walk into this building. And I'm going to call this motherfucker out because he's a shyster. Fatty was his name. Don't ask me. It's fucking, it is what it is.
You're buying a car off a guy named Fat Tony.
No, not Fat Tony.
I know.
Fatty.
It's a joke. But
yeah. I get it. We go in. The guy's like, "You want a bottle of water? Blah, 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 blah. Cup of coffee." Greg gets a cup of coffee. I get a bottle of water. We go sit down. Guy's like, "All right, let me get the keys. We'll go take a ride." I was like, I looked at Greg. I was like, "You motherfuckers go take a ride. I got no horse in this fucking race. I got no skin in the game. Like, you guys do
just
your
drove
thing
for 2 hours.
I'm here to hang the fuck out until you're ready to leave."
Yeah.
So they go take a ride. They get back. I mean, it's 5-10 minutes tops. This is not that big of a ride. Greg likes it. Greg's into it. He's ready to go, ready to sign some paperwork and walk the fuck out the door, right? So this guy goes, "Okay, let me get with my general manager. We'll run the numbers." I'm like, "Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. We know where this is going." Like, I do, at least. And Greg's a pretty straightforward dude. Like, he wants things the way he wants them.
Yeah.
He's not like, "Oh, sell me."
Yeah.
Like, he was a salesman for years.
Right.
He's like, "You don't have to fucking sell me. Like, I'm here to buy this car. Take it or leave it." So we walk in, we get there and they run these numbers. I'm trying to get back to point. They run in these numbers. We walked out, we smoked a cigarette, come back in. And the guy hands him the paper and Greg immediately goes, "Fuck is this? $30,000. He's like, "It was 21 on the site." He's like, what are all these extra charges?" He's like, I don't want these there. The guy's like, I cannot take them off. What do you mean you can't take them off? You can clearly see that they're extra charges.
Right.
It was a $7,000 fucking care package. Oil changes.
What?
Yeah, oil changes and fucking wash and wax and fucking, I guess, blowjobs somewhere in there. I'm not fucking sure. Reach around at best. That's what I'm hoping for $7,000, right?
Yes.
While you're fucking me, I hope that you at least have the courtesy to reach around, right? No. This guy's, I can't take it off. Yeah, you fucking can.
Mm-hmm.
Greg is like already like, yeah, well, that's not what the price on the website said.
Yeah.
Then this guy's like, oh, well, you mean our website? He's like, no, I found it on this website.
Uh-huh.
And he shows him. And he's like, that's the price. Now, tax tag and title. And we're gone.
Yeah.
I'm buying the car, bro.
Commission.
Right?
Boom.
You're done.
Done.
This is the easiest sale that you'll ever have in your entire life.
Right.
I already know what I want. I have money for you. Greg had a large check to write.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it was financed for a relatively low payment.
Yeah.
We'll just say he was financing half, paying for half, right? This motherfucker's like, I can't take it off. I can't take that off. I was like, and that's where I started getting aggravated. So I chimed in and I was like, look, buddy, if that is a separate charge on your invoice, you can clearly take it off because it wasn't meant to be there in the first place. If you had to add it in, it doesn't belong there.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it. Get it out of there. So now the general manager, we can see him through the glass here. The general manager gets up, rather gaily, by the way, and walks through 2 panes of glass to go, we can't take that off. And I was like, cool.
$7,000.
I already had Greg's car keys in my hand. I was already taking 3 steps to the door. Greg was like, all right, cool. We're fucking done. And we walked out.
Nice.
We walked out. There's 0 point that you are going to charge me $10,000 more for a car.
That's insane.
After I walk in the door. We're not doing that. Never going to do that.
No.
I already know what I'm buying. I know what I'm paying. Tax tag and title me and let me get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Don't bullshit me with your stupid shit. Right? The guy was testing. Like both of them were testing to see how far Greg was willing to go for the price, right?
Yeah. Well, they looked at it like you got they
thought he was a sucker.
Knew that you drove 2 hours up there, right? They're like, if he walks out of here, it's a waste of time. He's not going to leave here right now and go get another car somewhere.
Yes, he will.
Right? But that's in their mind. That's what they're thinking. They're like, we've got this guy.
That's why they wouldn't deliver it to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he originally asked them to deliver it.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't deliver.
We can't do that.
They want you in the door to bullshit you.
Yeah, exactly.
So we walk out, we get in the car, and we drive off. Not fucking 10 seconds down the road, the phone rings.
Of course. I have a similar experience too. I know, man. These fucking car salesmen, I swear to you, dude. Ugh.
This motherfucker's like...
We took that off.
This motherfucker's like... I took 5,000 off.
Yep.
What do you mean you... I thought you said you couldn't take it off, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm losing 5,000. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're fucking not.
You're gaining.
You were charging $7,000 for your stupid package.
Yeah, you're gaining 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. What the fuck?
So Greg puts his foot down and he goes, I'm not willing to finance anything over this amount, but I can't go there. I'm already losing $5,000. I don't care. Greg straight up told him, he's like, I don't need the car. I want the car.
Yeah. Right.
He's like, that's where I think you and I are not in an understanding. I don't need the fucking car. I wanted it. Now I don't want it. So I don't think we're going to be able to do business. And fucking, that was the end of the conversation. It was the wildest fucking thing I'd ever been into in the last fucking 6-8 years. I've never just blatantly watched that kind of fuckery. Like, how did you think we were stupid? Did you think he was stupid? You don't walk in with a large check willing to pay this much in cash and then finance the rest and go, I don't know what I'm paying for.
Yeah.
Would you tell me? No, you know what you're paying for. You have your mindset.
Yeah, of course.
Like you had this, like, and reality, they could have won by just having the paperwork done and we could be gone.
Mhm.
We could have been there for fucking 10 minutes, sign
Yeah.
the paperwork and out the door.
Yeah.
Right? Nope. They had to fucking
Sold
drag
their
it
car.
out. Yep.
Yeah, they lost the sale.
Mhm.
Being pretentious and being up, up sale. You don't have to sell that's where they fuck up too. Like,
Read the room. Greg said,
yeah,
exactly. Read your customer.
Exactly.
Know your customer.
Well, all right, real quick. The local car lot down here where we live, it's changed now, but it used to be a Chevy.
Sure.
And we were in the market for a new car when my wife got her Kia.
Yeah.
So we were looking at these Malibus, right? Because we're car people too.
Sure.
I'm like, it's a 4-door sedan. I'm a sedan kind of guy.
Yeah, those are
Cadillac,
nice.
Park Avenue, that type of shit. See this Malibu, and she's like, man, I like those cars. So we go up there. They only have one Malibu, and it's in this brown color that she hates, by the way.
Yeah,
right?
why wouldn't you? That's gross.
And for what it's worth, Malibus are nice cars.
Nobody wants to drive a turd down the road.
It is a.
I don't know why cars are brown.
Brown fucking Malibu, and
Give me a brown pickup truck, and we can talk about it.
Right.
But a car,
and like brown,
I don't want to drive it
closer to tan. Like desert tan.
like FDE.
Yeah,
like flat dirt car.
Yeah,
flat
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Tacoma that came out like in 2017, 18 or something like that, right? No, this thing was.
Yeah, I can't take this thing off roading. I don't want that color.
Right.
Yeah.
This thing was like Dookie Brown. It's a fucking Malibu, right? So she's like, I like the car. I don't like the color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, do you want to buy the car? She's like, all right. And they said, we were talking to them and I said, look, I'm looking for a car. I like these Malibus. My wife, I'm here to buy a car.
Yeah.
For her. If she likes it, we will buy this car. She loves this car. She hates that color.
Sure.
We can get any color you want. Let's test drive it. I'm like, okay, cool. But just so we're clear, I don't want to buy this car.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, no, for sure. For sure. We can have any color that you want that's made by the Malibu, right? Delivered. Cool. Test drive the car. She's like, I like it. This is nice as fuck. We go in there. All right, we're gonna do some paperwork. Yeah, we're gonna do some paperwork. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Dookie Brown.
They do some paperwork, and then they're like, we just need you to sign here, 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 here. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, you want this car, right? And I was like, man, listen, I was very fucking clear, and I'm pretty sure we had a clear understanding together that I
don't want that
was
color.
Very adamant about her hating that color. I'm not buying a car. They're like, you'll learn to like it. I go,
the fuck did you just say to me?
So you're telling me to spend 40, 30, whatever the fuck $1,000 to learn to like a car that I don't want, didn't want, told you I don't want? This asshole, no lie, bro.
And he ran your credit.
Oh yeah, he
fucking
ran my credit. I got motherfucking statements in the mail every day for a month. Oh, this one's like, we're sorry, we can't finance you. We're sorry, we can't finance you. We're sorry. I'm like, God damn, he spammed out my shit to everyone, right?
God damn.
But meanwhile, I'm sitting there and the guy was like, so you don't want the car? And I was like, I told you I didn't want the fucking car. I told you I didn't want this car. Like, now it's a problem, right?
Give me a blue one and we'll talk.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? This guy goes, I think it's really disrespectful that you came in here and wasted our fucking time. And I started to laugh and I looked at my wife and I looked at him and he was dead ass serious. And I was like, oh, you're fucking serious. I wasted your time. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, you're fucking serious? And he's looking at me. No, it's serious, bro. So look, I told my wife, get your shit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck these assholes. Got up, started to walk away. Soon as I hit the door, the salesman, because now I'm talking to one of the managers. It wasn't a salesman, right?
Yeah.
It was one of the finance guys or whatnot. Salesman comes out and he's like, man. I was like, man, don't fucking touch me. I am definitely not buying a car from you guys. I was like, that was the wildest, most disrespectful shit I've ever fucking seen. I'm fucking out. And he's like, man, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I was like, nah, you're good. And we left. 10 seconds down the road, phone rings. Man, would you consider coming back? I was like, man, listen, that is not how you fucking do business. It's not. I was
No.
there to buy a car, man.
It's definitely
like,
not how you
I
do
don't think you
business.
understand that not only I was there to buy a car, you could have waited. You could have done anything but that. Not only am I never going to buy a fucking car from you, I'm going to let everyone I fucking know that you guys are a bunch of fucking pieces of shit.
Sure.
To sit there and say that I'm disrespecting you, wasting your time. I wanted to fight this guy. I
Yep.
was so mad, bro. I
I
started
would've.
shaking.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, you're serious? You think I wasted your fucking time? I'm the disrespectful one." Wow. Here we are. So yeah, no, I
You
know.
ran my credit
And-
without my authorization.
Yeah, bro. Yep.
Like, I ain't even signed a paper saying that you could run my credit. You did it
Nope.
on fucking point.
Yep. And then
Nah,
tried to
fuck
draw
that
up all the
shit.
paperwork and just here, we're gonna need you to
Button
sign
me
these.
into
And
it
I was
without-
like, "Oh, you're gonna need me to sign what? Let me see." I was like, "This is fucking finance papers, bro. What do you mean you need me to sign this shit? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, who the fuck you think I am right now?" I was so mad. So we went
That's
to
wild.
bro. So we went to Kia.
Apparently, that's my new word.
Yeah, wow.
Ever since yesterday, that shit is wild.
So I totally get the disrespect.
Motherfuckers were out of hand.
Like, those motherfuckers slapped me in my face twice and was like,
And then pee-peed on you.
"Why you being disrespectful to us?" And I'm like, "Wow, dude." We go to Kia. My wife's like, "I want that car with this shit for that price." And they were like, "All right, we could do that."
Bet.
And she was like, "Word." And they were like, "Word.
Word.
But we're going to have to get it delivered." She was
Gang,
like, "I
gang.
don't fucking care. But I need a favor then. I want that rubber mat in the extra limited edition one to be in my base bottom limited nothing edition one." And they were like, "We could do it." I was like, "Word, let's go." Because
That's what I'm talking about,
they
dude.
were willing to work with us.
Yeah.
They were like,
And
"Look,
that was the local Kia?
yep."
Yeah.
They were like, "This is what it is.
I like them
Here's
up
what
there,
you're
man.
getting." Yeah, dude, they were good people. They really were. They sold it the way they were supposed to sell it. Now, did they try to upsell us a little?
Fuck yeah,
Of
they
course they did. But
That's their job, man.
they were
That's
like,
commission.
"Look, just so you know, you're paying X amount for this. Here's your payment. We also have the Baja limited edition with the 20s and the fucking moonroof
Mhm.
for this much more. And here's your payment." My wife was like, "Cool, I get that. But here's the thing. I don't like electric shit
Yeah.
because that's just one more thing that's going to break. I don't need a sunroof because Florida,
Yeah.
right? AC all day.
Sure.
I don't need 20-inch rims. I just want that one." And they
Yep.
were like, "Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you
But they
know."
were like, think about all the sex you can have
For
on
sure.
the beach with this.
Right.
Like they were trying to sell that hoe.
They were,
Yeah.
but they weren't like disrespectfully
No.
like, "Oh, take it or leave it.
No,
You
that's
can
what I'm
fuck
saying.
yourself"
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah.
They'll try
They
to
were trying
upsell
to
you.
They were trying to sell you a bouquet of roses
for sure.
and tell you that they're the best thing in the world. For sure. Yeah.
And I'm
that's
like,
what they
no,
do.
but my wife is a daisy kind of girl.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
And they're like, daisies it is then.
Roses is a little cliche. And they're
Yeah.
like, "Cool, daisies it is." And she's like, "But I want the daisies in the rose package."
Yes. Yeah.
They're
my
like,
my
cool.
wife's the same way.
We
She's
could
like,
do that.
She's like, she likes tulips
Mhm. Mhm.
and orchids.
Right.
I don't buy her orchids very much because, let's be honest, those motherfuckers are hard to keep alive.
Yeah.
Like, it's a goddamn process. My wife
Orchids.
should be really good at it, but somewhere along the way, like, they still keep dying.
Right.
But she could keep corn and all that other shit alive. I say corn, peppers and, yada, yada, fucking vegetables
And chickens.
and chickens. But fuck them goddamn orchids. She can't keep them alive. Them motherfuckers die.
Damn, man, a car salesman. So go
Yeah.
ahead with the Greg thing.
So, all right. So now we've left,
Yeah.
right? And Greg's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I will start over, right? He's like, but we're going to Charlie's. Now, I know what Charlie's is. I've never been to a Charlie's. This is a high-end fucking steak house.
right?
Yes. And holy shit. Like,
Was it that good?
I run up a bill on that bitch.
Really?
I mean, Greg was there to help, but like, Greg, yeah. Greg bought me dinner that night, and I felt like I should have probably given him a handy on the way home.
Right.
Like, I was like, maybe I should I'm going to go to sleep.
That way shit won't be awkward
Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly. It's
He's
not
gonna be like, hey, I'm going to Tampa to get a car. You're gonna be like, so I got stuff to do.
Yeah. I don't have to like look him in the eye.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something. Dude, you ever been to a Charlie's?
Mm-mm.
Bro.
Of course not.
Now, 100%. We're gonna go. You like steak? I know you like steak. Does your wife has to like steak now?
She does.
She's gonna have to.
Yep.
So we're gonna go into this place one day.
Mhm.
It'll be a year from now or so.
Where are they at?
Maybe towards the end of the year. Because the wife and I are
Tampa?
finally at 11 years. We're finally going to celebrate our 10 years together.
Okay.
Because we didn't get to do that last year.
Yeah.
Like we had a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
But our 10th wedding anniversary is in 2 years, so we're gonna do something there too. But
Nice.
10 years together, like we didn't get to celebrate that with kids and fucking all the fun shit going on. Like we kind of overlooked it, and my wife has had an existential crisis since and I probably shouldn't have, but we were just having a conversation. I was like, we didn't do anything for our 10-year. And she was like, motherfucker. She's having like this extended existential crisis over it. Like she's fucking mad about the fact that we didn't do anything. So we're going to do something this year for 11.
Okay.
And I'm going to call it getting past 10. Yeah. We're past 10 now, right?
For sure.
I think I told her I'd take her to a steakhouse. Maybe you guys go with us because
where is it?
They have them in Tampa. They have them in Orlando. It's a chain.
Yeah.
It's a chain, but it's a high-end fucking steak restaurant.
Yep.
Are
they better than Manny's?
Greg sold me. Yeah, fuck yes.
Okay.
Greg sold me on this bitch. He was like, we're going to go have some steak and some Blantons. I was like, I'm down. Yeah. So this is where the Blantons comes in, right? This is where I tie all this back in.
Yeah.
It took me almost an hour to get here, right?
You had a me moment.
Yeah. So we sit down at this restaurant. Now, you can't wear a hat in the dining room.
Really?
So you gonna get real comfortable showing off that horseshoe, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just gonna shave it all? Oh, okay.
I just shaved it today.
Oh, so you're gonna go full Jeff Bridges and Iron Man?
Jeff Bridges and Iron Man?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Giant beard, no fucking hair on top.
Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, dude, he looked like a fucking monster. He was a badass in that movie.
I gotta check that out.
The first Iron Man. Come on, dude.
I haven't seen the first Iron Man in years.
Okay. Anyways.
Jeff Bridges is like my fucking hero, though.
Yeah. So, the dude, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So we sit down at this restaurant, and I'm like, Jesus, I've never paid this much for a fucking meal. I know I'm whispering, and I hope everybody can hear me.
It's that much?
It's fucking, yeah, dude.
It ain't nothing these days either to go to a place with 2 or 3 people and be like, oh, the bill's $200
and something dollars, right? You ready?
That shit was double.
I'm gonna back into my wife sent me the menu, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I did take.
Is the menu like market price this, market price that?
No, dude, it's not market price.
price.
Like they put prices.
They're like, oh, the market price is the market price. That's our price. It's a little bit more.
So I had a dry aged ribeye, and I need you to understand. I'm going to learn how to dry age some meat.
Yeah,
because dry aging is now my favorite fucking thing. That was the best fucking steak I have ever eaten in my entire life.
Really?
Yes, and I make pretty good goddamn steaks.
Yeah.
So, and one thing, like when we go back, I'm trying something different because I was gonna try it last night, but I was like, I really want some beef. Like I want some beef.
Okay.
But they have bison there.
Oh.
And
nice.
they have a bison ribeye.
Yeah.
And I want to try that.
A bison ribeye.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking $90.
Yeah, I was gonna say that thing hits hard.
$90 fucking, but I mean the dry age was $95.
Right.
So if we go down this line, a dry aged bone-in New York strip, right?
Oof, I love
22 ounce.
Too.
See, I'm a ribeye guy.
I love
ribeyes are the most tender, fucking delicious, juicy fucking piece of meat you'll ever eat. New York strips are second best.
Yeah.
In my book. This is a 1.5 inch thick fucking steak. This New York strip.
Wow.
Bone in,
Yeah.
$85.
Nice.
Bro, that's just the steak.
Yeah.
That's what's coming out on the plate. You order that, that's what's coming out on the plate. You're not getting potatoes or
your
French
guys' bill
fries.
was around $500, wasn't it?
I didn't ask. Are you kidding me? I didn't fucking ask. You say he was buying me dinner. I was like, okay,
You're like, bro, look,
bet.
if you're gonna pay, that's cool. But wink if you just need me to act like I'm going to the bathroom and then get the car started. All right?
No, dude, he
Just-
did that shit to me at
just
the end.
wink.
We finished eating, had everything packed up. He goes, all right, dine and
So,
dash ready. 1, 2, 3. I was like, no.
I got kids. I can't go to jail in Tampa.
This is grand theft, bro. It's just above and beyond, man. I'll run out of a Walmart with a fucking case of water.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I will not leave this bitch. I don't want to spend 10 to life
I
in
can
prison.
see you sitting there like, I ain't got the money, but I'm not fucking leaving. All right? You can call the cops or you can have me wash dishes. But
For
either
sure.
way, I'm sitting here.
I'm
It
sitting
wasn't
here.
my fault.
I didn't do it. He ran.
I
not
didn't
me.
agree to this shit.
So, the dry aged, and then this is 21-day dry aged, right? Dry aged bone in ribeye. It's 28 ounces.
Damn.
This is almost a pound and a half,
Yeah.
right?
A lot of
I
fucking
think it's
beef,
over
bro.
a pound and a half, right? 16 ounces. And 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 3, 4, 5.
16 and 28?
Yeah, it's a pound and a half.
Yeah.
It's a pound and a half of fucking meat,
Yeah.
right? $95.
28. It's over a pound and a half, ain't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's like 1 ounce over a pound and a half.
Yeah. It's what?
$95.
Mm.
It's solid. It's a solid fucking best fucking steak I've ever eaten in my life.
Is it really?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Charlie's is it?
So Greg says Charlie's or Fleming's. Like
Okay.
they're kind of both on the same line. They're chain steakhouses or high-end chain steakhouses.
Mhm.
So going back to it, like just as I'll tell you like this. Look, sauteed broccolini is $15. Sauteed mushrooms, $15.
Oh.
Jumbo fresh asparagus. These are sides,
Okay.
$18. Butter poached Maine lobster mashed potatoes, $26.
Are there waiters and waitresses like
Lobster.
pretentious? They're
No,
like-
no, dude, our waitress was dope. She was dope. She was cool as hell. Lobster mac and cheese,
Uh-huh.
which is delicious, by the way, $26.
That sounds good.
Dude, it's $7 to add truffle butter to your steak. Like, this is what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
So this is a high-end fucking deal.
Yeah, for sure.
So we get there.
I'm a fucking
And
poro.
Greg's
man.
like, you wanna
Jesus.
you want a drink? I was like, yeah, have a bourbon. He said Blantons. So I was like, Blantons it is.
Sure.
I know we're going to pay for that.
They're like $30 a pour.
No Blantons.
Ah.
I said, what do you got? She
Drink.
goes, here's the list. 90% of what they had in there was rye. I was like, the fuck, dude? Like steak, bourbon, man shit.
Yeah.
Why is all the rye in here? Right? Like, I don't fucking like rye. You and I have had this conversation. I just brought you a bottle of
Yeah,
rye.
you just
I don't
gave me
fucking
a
like
you're
it.
like, it's not my shit.
I don't like it. So I go through this list and I see, oh, they got Buffalo Trace. Okay. That's
But
back in go-to, right? Like, I can't find anything else. I'm going to
Yeah.
drink that, right?
yeah. Always keep a bottle, right?
Yes.
But if I'm at a place where I'm paying $300 for the fucking meal tonight, why not pay $350?
Yeah.
I want something better than Buffalo. If
Mhm.
I just had $100 steak,
Mhm. I'm going to blow your fucking mind. You ready?
All right.
So we go through this. Now, half the shit that we found that, like, our table had a different liquor menu.
did they have
Blew
any?
my fucking mind.
What?
The bar had a menu, and then the table had
It
a
had a
different
menu.
liquor menu, right?
That's fucked up.
And that
I don't
pissed me
like
off.
that. Yeah.
We ended up with Buffalo Trace because there wasn't shit
Wow.
on that list that I was like,
So
but-
you had $100 steak And what equates
Nope.
to a
No,
$30 bottle
This was our
of
first
bourbon?
drink. We had 3 drinks while we were
Okay.
there. We had 3 bourbons while we
You
were there.
decided to go sit at the bar.
No, we actually had to wait for like an hour, almost an hour,
Okay.
because our reservation wasn't until 9. They were trying to fit us in.
Yeah.
So we had a bourbon. We had a Buffalo Trace. He orders doubles, right? His on the rocks, mine's neat. I don't typically drink with ice, any of
Me
that.
either.
The Buffalo Trace 2 glasses doubles,
$60.
$150.
Damn.
Yeah. I paid
What
for at
the
least.
fuck?
I didn't.
You paid for a
Greg.
case of Buffalo
Greg
Trace,
paid
bro.
for at least 2 cases of Buffalo Trace right then and there, and I was like, God damn! Like that right there is unruly.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's unruly. That's
because you
fucked
can't
up.
justify it, right? There's no like you can do magic and tell me that this steak may cost you $10 at that place,
but it's 95 here.
right?
Yeah,
And I eat it and be like, all right,
bet.
but you can't do that to finite product.
Nope.
I know for sure I paid $30 for that bottle everywhere I fucking go, and I might even get it for 20.
Yep.
Maybe 25.
Yep.
Why the fuck did I just spend 150 on
4 ounces?
Yeah.
4 ounces of
2
that bottle.
doubles, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. You could have bought a bottle. You bought that whole bottle right there. Fuck. Bland.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now I can get a better price.
Still,
Yeah.
you could have bought that
I could have
bottle.
bought
though.
that bottle for sure.
Yeah.
I could have bought both of those bottles for that price. Dude, that shit was wild.
That's
right?
a bummer.
Now,
That's
so
a bummer.
we get to the table and we're doing our dinner thing. She asked if we want another drink. I said, yeah. I said, I guess. She goes, there's a menu right there. So I pick it up. And what do they have at the bottom of it?
Blantons.
Woodford Double Reserve.
Double.
Or Double Oak.
Okay.
Yeah. Woodford Reserve, sorry.
Yeah.
Double Oak. That's what I'd like.
Yeah.
I don't know what it cost, but
yeah.
Greg dragged me to Tampa. I'm getting a fucking Woodford.
For sure.
I'm getting double oaked. That's the point of it.
And I want to say
so he has one too.
50, 60 a bottle?
Yeah, 60 a bottle.
Okay.
Generally.
Yeah.
I didn't ask how much it was. We had 2 of them.
Yeah.
We had one before dinner and we were supposed to have one with dinner, but she fucking forgot. So we had one with like the tail end of dinner. And that was delicious.
So Richard, by the way, that was another thing that he had mentioned when we were talking about Blantons versus E.H. Taylor. And he was like, oh, that's right. By the way, I tried Woodford Reserve Double Oaked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what'd you think? He was like, it's fucking amazing. And I'm
It
like,
is.
thank you.
For the price, it's fucking gorgeous.
Right?
Yes.
And it just kind of holds its own. The whole Woodford line, like you're like, okay, it's Woodford, it's good. Double Oaked, it's up there, man.
Yeah.
It's up there.
That's
a
high-end
great
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great one.
Yeah. So we had I had a great time with Greg, and shout out to Greg for taking me there. Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
It was a good time.
They got to do better.
Who did?
The fucking play, dude.
Oh, the Mazda?
$100.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, $150 for Bland's? That's what I'm
No,
saying.
for fucking Buffalo.
Or for Buffalo.
I could see
that
if
shit
you were
was
like,
out
we
of-
had 2 glasses of Blantons for
we had double
$150
Bland's for $100.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I'd
was
be like,
okay.
yeah,
that's about right.
It's probably,
Yeah.
that's expensive as
It's
fuck.
expensive as fuck,
You could
but
have bought a bottle of it,
Yeah.
but yes.
appropriate.
I get
but
it.
for Buffalo
Right.
Trace was like, I was like, that's wild, my guy.
They're like, yo, we got this $150 steak and this MD 2020. That's how it feels, though, right?
Yes.
You're like, I mean, Buffalo is good.
Dude, I said it
But
to the
it ain't that
bartender.
good.
Like I'm looking at this list and I'm going. She goes, yeah, we don't have Blantons, but we have Buffalo Trace. And I was like,
Do you have
that seems a
Colt
little low.
45, though?
Hold on.
You got some old English.
I said it out loud to her. I said, that seems a little low end for a steakhouse like this.
Right.
She's just like, I don't know. Okay.
and for what it's worth, I'm sure she don't. She
Which,
like,
holy shit, funny fucking, story
Mhm.
with all this. We're standing there waiting for our table. at the bar. Like, we're not standing at the bar. We're standing away from the bar, trying to stay out of everybody's way.
Yeah.
And I look over to my left, and I don't know if you know who this is, but maybe some people out there listening will know who it is. There was a social media influencer there by the name of Joel Patrick.
No.
Okay, so, and you may have seen him. So he's the black kid. I say kid because he's infinitely younger than we are.
Yeah.
He drives a big white F-250 350 that has orange accents on it, and it says white privilege on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it.
Okay. I'll have to show him to you later.
Yeah. That's fun.
But yeah, he was sitting over at the end of the, like, not at the end of the bar, but he was sitting at a table off the bar, and I was like, oh shit.
That's him.
And it was weird. It's weird to see, like, you watch reels and stuff like that on Instagram and Facebook or whatever. You're watching these reels and you're like, oh, these people, fucking 3,000, 4,000, 50,000 fucking likes. And you're like, that's fucking crazy that these people exist and they're making money and they're rich from it, right? And then you look over at a steakhouse and there's one of them, and he looks like a normal dude. And to the point where I was like, Greg was like, you should go over there and ask him to come on your show. And I was like, I'm not fucking with him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going over there and like, this dude's here to eat and fucking have some drinks. I'm not going over and asking him. Like, shout out if you ever hear this, like, you're more than welcome to come on here.
Right.
And we can all sit down and have a conversation. We wildly fucking transition, and we don't know how to segue, but we can talk all sorts of crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you're more than welcome to come on here anytime. But yeah, I saw him there and I was like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Again.
That's dope.
It was a good time.
Hell yeah.
Got home at 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, it hurt. I've learned
it hurts way worse at our age. God.
I love him to death. Like, he's family. He drives like a grandma. And this is why I fell the fuck asleep.
Yeah.
Cause I'm sitting there and I'm like, I had just eaten all this meat and I was like, I had bourbons and I was like,
I have people in my life who drive.
I started doing this thing
and I can't stand.
I started slowly just kind of, and I woke up for a minute and I was like, Greg, I'm gonna close my eyes for a minute. He goes, that's fine. Do you mind if I put on some music? I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
So I fell asleep till just outside of AP.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a speed demon. I drive
like a fucking madman. My wife will be the first to tell you.
I drive like a madman, safe as fuck.
Oh, all day.
I'm like the best motherfucking driver I've ever met.
I'll beat you.
Not at all.
Straight up.
Never.
Straight up.
You ever had a fucking car accident?
Have you?
Bam. Son.
Have you?
No.
Not one?
Fuck no.
Then you don't drive aggressive enough.
Okay, the ones I have had were not my fault.
Whoa.
That's what I meant.
So you have had I've had car accidents that weren't my fault. I've never actually had one that was my fault.
Never.
No.
Okay.
I've never caused a car accident.
Then we're even. I've never caused a car accident either. But I've been in a few.
I'm also a professional. By state law and federal law. I am a professional driver. You are not.
Then you should probably calm the fuck down on this video.
What you talking about?
Should fuck
up. Anyhow.
I can't stand that shit though, man. Motherfucker driving slow. It kills me. There was a Kevin Hart video.
My wife, so we have Life 360.
Yeah.
Right? So she can see where I'm at. I can see where she's at. We can keep up with the boys too.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what the fuck is 360? I don't know.
Life
know what that
360.
Is. Life 360.
It's an app.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
It basically
I know
allows you to track your family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Type of shit you do when you have fucking kids.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I'm wondering where the fuck I can get a tracking collar from a new damn dog.
You kidding me? My daughter doesn't leave the house and there's an air tag in her diaper at all moments.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Kind of on that, like, I think I need to get an air tag for my dog just in case she gets out of the fence, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
They have collars.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to look at.
My wife is watching me come home at midnight and whatever. And she's like, he never got over 60. He never got over 57 miles an hour. I was like, the fuck, dude?
Fuck, dude.
Now, He's following the speed limit, and God love him
I
for
could
it.
imagine.
Like, God love him for it. He has it all mapped out, like he's following his GPS. It is what it is.
But he just strikes me as like a I don't give a fuck about nothing type of guy.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And then he's like, but the speed limit though, it's for a reason. Okay.
Now I see your point. No,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, we were on 275. Now this is an interstate, right?
Uh-huh.
We're on 275, and this motherfucker's just middle lane, just do. Cars are fucking like, row, row, row. And I'm like, I'm gonna close my eyes, Greg.
Right. Somebody go shoot us just for being so slow.
No, dude. On the way home, check this out. We had just left. I'm FaceTiming with my wife. On the way home, there was this fucking Suburban. We're in a lane, and this Suburban's just like, starts coming over into the lane, like before they even got past us.
Yeah.
Realizing that we were there, they like, oh, fucking my bad. Greg's like, give me your pistol. I'm fit to fucking shoot.
How do you road rage at 45 and a 70? You know what I mean?
Worst part is he kept making fun of me. He's like, you got 2 pistols in this car and you ain't never shot one of them? Yes. Yeah, I do. I got one in the small of my back. I got one in my bag.
I'm going to road rage because this motherfucker's driving slower than me.
And
he's pissing me off.
And Landers over here ain't shot a fucking round out of either gun.
Exactly.
What if they don't work? That was his first thing. What if they don't work? I was like, I don't fucking know. Guess we're gonna
find out.
We're gonna rap Rick and fucking rap. Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
That shit was again, it was wild.
Greg's like,
last night was a wild fucking night for me.
Greg's the kind of guy, he's like, it's Friday, what are you doing? Getting dinner with my wife. Fuck that, let's go to Miami.
No. So it used to be like that back in the day, right? Like when Greg
like 3 months ago?
Like when Greg was like hard into like, I want to go party. Because Greg,
it was like a year ago, bro.
No, for what it's worth, it wasn't a year ago. For what it's worth, like Greg has this propensity to just be like, I don't have anything to do. Hey, let's go get into some trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I got kids, Greg. I got the whole thing here. Not tonight. Maybe some other night. And I love him. I want to be there for him.
Yeah, of course.
And I do my best. I'm not the
Greg's
greatest
cool
at it because
dude, he's cool as fuck. I like Greg.
Because I've got a family and I got to make those decisions. But like last night, it really wasn't even a decision. I called the wife and I was like, I got to go to Tampa. I got to help Greg out and get this car back. But
for sure.
The reality of it is like he's a wild guy, dude. Like he just randomly like wants to do things. He's like, let's go do this. I fucking can't, Greg.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do that.
Right.
Like I don't have that kind of freedom anymore.
Yeah.
Like there was a time where like he'd call me and he's like, let's go do. I'm like, fuck, let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I had fucking nothing going on.
Yeah.
Well, what about work? I'm fucking calling in. Who cares?
Right.
Now I'm like, he's like, it's Friday night. Let's go to the Blue Lagoon. I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's the wildest thing that he's done to me in the past.
Right.
Like year, 2 years, whatever. He's like, you want to come to the Blue Lagoon with me and have a bourbon? And I'm like,
I know. I feel bad.
I want to.
He invited me to go,
and I think we should one night.
Places.
I think we should one night. Yeah. So,
we got to get him in here.
I'm going to say this on air
somewhere.
Yeah,
we got to either be somewhere or
you ready?
Him in here.
We're going to do this in a month.
Yeah.
I sat down and talked to him, and we're going to put him on that side of the table or this side of the table in a month.
Okay.
Not this weekend, not the following weekend, or the following recording weekend, but the following.
Okay. In here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems appropriate, right?
Well, yeah, we just got.
We don't have to pick up and do anything weird. We just got to get a chair and figure out the depth.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
Maybe we can just pull back.
Outside of that,
pull back what fucking 4 inches on the frame a little bit, and we'll get there.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
It'll probably.
You can probably put him on this side.
That's what I.
And it might work a little bit better.
Yeah.
Or we just angle the table. We're working out.
Man, it would be just so nice to be able to put
him on the end.
Fuck.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna work.
I think that's
because
a little
of
too
depth
much.
Here.
Yeah. I think that's a little too much.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But in a month, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have the Whiskey Whisperer sit down and we'll talk a little bit of whiskey. We'll probably talk a little bit of crypto, and you guys will fucking have a tangent on that.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he's into shit that I didn't realize he was into, man. He's into 3D rendering and like, shit, like just learning about it. He was sending me stuff and he's like,
he's doing classes and stuff, man.
he's like, man, you use Blender and all these other, and I'm like, no, I've never used Blender. And he's like, oh, well, I've got this login for these tutorials and these, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck do you, I know what you do for a living. What the fuck do you need Blender for? And he's like, well,
It's his outside shit.
and the thing is like, I work with these guys and they develop these things and I'm going to ask them to do something for me. I want to know what I'm talking about. I can't ask them to be doing the impossible. So in order to understand,
He at least has to have a knowledge of it.
yeah. And I'm like, dude, I fucking respect that. Like I dig that because there is a big issue with just corporate America in general, where you've got people.
I need a social media guru. And
Yeah.
then you go, hey, since you're the social media guru, can you make art?
Right.
And you're like, I can post some shit, but no.
Right.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, people put so many things under an umbrella, or they don't understand what they're asking you to do.
Yes.
They're like, you're a graphic designer. Yes, I am. So you can do 3D rendering.
Do you do structural engineering?
I do, but that's a different thing. Like web development and graphic design are wholly two different things. Just because you may find a guy who does both things, it's basically finding the
you do graphic design?
carpenter who also does.
I would like some sushi.
Roofing, right?
Yeah.
Or exactly. There you go.
Like, let's be real about that.
Yeah.
Like, I understand.
Yeah.
It is literally that. It was like, hey, I'm a steak chef.
Yes.
Fantastic. Can you cut me some sashimi?
Right. No.
It's not really in my wheelhouse.
Right. I could
Like,
probably figure it out, but it's not really.
I could whole ass undercook a steak for you.
Yes.
But outside of that,
like, let's be real. Barbecue guys, that's what they fucking do.
Yeah.
You don't go to the barbecue guy and be like,
can you make some pasta?
I need some lobster mac and cheese.
Yes. Yeah.
It'd be like, well, maybe, because that kind of goes in the wheelhouse of barbecue as a side. But yes, sushi, for example, like you said, it's
Can
just
you roll me up some sushi? Then
No.
really not in my wheelhouse. I can't do that. Yeah. No, I get you. And yeah. So
I was pretty impressed that just
that's a conversation that I'd like to sit down and have with Greg, because
yeah.
he's a smart kid.
Yeah.
I say smart kid. He's our age.
Okay.
Like he's, I
Is
think he's slightly older than me.
Really?
Like November.
No shit.
And then I was born in February.
Damn.
Yeah. We're in that wheelhouse of like, we all like Greg turns 44. Then I turn 44. Then you turn 44.
I'm not even 43 yet.
You're there.
Y'all are fucking.
Bitch, you are 67. Don't lie to the fucking audience.
Man.
Don't you dare lie to the audience.
We gonna have to be on here like
AARP
picking out caskets and
motherfucker.
Shit. Y'all like velvet or leather?
Fuck
wood grain.
You're right behind us. What are you talking about?
Damn.
Oh. Your
We're
birthday's,
gonna be like planning our
birthday's coming up.
retirement on here. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Your birthday's coming up. I got
It
you,
is.
homie. I fucking got you.
Oh shit.
Uh,
That's fucking hilarious. Moral of the story is just don't be fucking old. It sucks.
yeah. Be age old, but
you're gonna have like one of those pill things that's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like,
which what the fuck you doing in my bathroom?
exactly.
I have one.
Do you really?
Dude, I told you all the medication I take.
I didn't know
How
you
the
had
fuck
one of
am
the
I-
fucking things.
Do you think I'm going to sit there and like each bottle
Yes.
be like, oh, I got to
I
every
do.
day? Fuck that shit. You take 2 medications a day.
Yeah, it's true.
I take 8.
Yeah.
Fuck out.
Yeah,
I take
2.
6
I
and 2
take 2.
vitamins.
Take 2.
I take 6 and 2 vitamins.
Yeah.
I say vitamins. I take some CoQ10 and some fucking fish oil.
Right.
On top of that, I take a fucking a 1 a day,
Yeah.
or well,
Ah.
a Centrum. It's
Right.
2 a day.
It's like the 50-year plus senior.
No, bitch, it's not the silver. You fucking asshole. God damn it.
Shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go beat this motherfucker's ass. It's been fun.
Yep.
This has been I think this was a good episode. It was weird.
It was. It was. And we wholly got off topic, but to go back to the beginning, I agree. If you agree, I think the E.H. Taylor beats out the Blantons.
Oh, all day, every day.
At least today for me.
I had to go down that rabbit hole with the story because of the Blantons,
for sure. And
because I ultimately didn't get Blantons last night. So
Yeah.
that's why I brought the Blantons today.
And I'm glad we did. I'm glad you went down it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we were able to do this. I'm wholly ass surprised though. I didn't expect it.
I didn't either because I honest to God, like I was still like, yeah, Blantons is
better.
way better. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
by the way,
Taylor is
fucking, fourth wall break, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
they're both made in the same fucking distillery.
Yeah.
So enjoy, but E.H. Taylor better,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night,
Yep.
day, whatever. We'll see you next time.
See ya.